What's going on, Patreon? I'm gonna make this video public as well to save everybody some time. Right there where that bolt is, that's gonna be your crankshaft position sensor. This is true for many Chevy models. If you have a sedan anywhere between year 2012 2020, that loose bolt, you can see that white piece right there. It's covered in oil because this thing has a terrible oil leak that was supposedly fixed. I got the light on so you could see how much oil is down here. All that glossy stuff, you see that shine? You see how that looks? It's almost like a matte color. That's what it's supposed to be like. Look at all that oil. I mean, there is tons and tons. And just to show you, like, this looks fresh. It's even sitting on the bolt. See? So it looks like the leak is still happening, which could be what caused issues with the sensor. The sensor is right there. I don't believe it was because there's a lot of oil down here. But anyways, where that loose bolt is, that's going to be your crankshaft position sensor. Now, if I go up here, and you're looking right through here, that right there is the starter, right? Starter has a few different nuts you have to remove to take it off, and a lot of tutorials say that you have to remove the starter before accessing the crankshaft position sensor because it's underneath the starter. But if you go from underneath the vehicle, you can access the crankshaft position sensor without touching the starter or removing it. I have a 1/4-inch drive ratchet, have an extension, and this is a 5/16, I believe it's 5/16, yeah, 5/16 socket, and it fits that nut, or should I say that bolt. So here is the nut, or the bolt for the crankshaft position sensor. And I should be able to shimmy this loose. I'll be right back. I need both hands. All right, I finally got it out. So what I did was I took some very rusty needle nose pliers and I just pulled on the plug right from the connector itself because it's a pain to get it disconnected. So you just got to disconnect it from the wire itself, and you can see much more easily what's going on if you pull it out and disconnect that plug. So once you disconnect it from the plug, I'll just do this for the camera. Again, you can see the plug right there. Once you disconnect the sensor from the plug, you just replace the sensor with the new one, and then from there, I recommend you lube up the O-ring that you can see right there, because otherwise it's not going to slide in there very easily. And then once you do that, you will be done. But again, the starter, so like that black piece to the right, and then that that line, you see my finger, the shadow of my finger over it right there, that nut, that's going to be the positive coming off the battery terminal, right? So you do not have to remove the starter to change your crankshaft position sensor. You don't have to. Right, real quick, what I did was I came through the wheel well right here, put my arm through with my needle nose pliers, and then my put my arm through right here. I have my plug right here, and I use my pliers to push back, because this little piece right here that you see, that piece that's sticking out with my fingers on, that has to slide out. Whenever that slides out, you can easily pull out your crankshaft position sensor and then put your new one back in. And when you put the new one back in, you're going to have to push this towards the sensor to lock it back in place, and then you have to screw it back. But yeah, right here. And again, the starter is still in the vehicle right there. Haven't taken it out. So hope this video helps, and yeah, stay safe. God bless.